And I'm back. For any of you guys who don't know, for the past 5 days, I was out in Montana attending my cousin's wedding and just going on a little bit of a mini vacation with my family. It was so awesome. I really needed it. The past couple of weeks, I've been super stressed. Montana is just such an incredible, beautiful state, and I love it so much. The mountains, everything, it's just so awesome. If I could live out there and just live out there in the middle of nowhere for the rest of my life, I'd totally be happy. Like, it's a very stress-free environment. Of course, the moment I got back, I had to pay all this crap, rent, and all this, so I'm back to being stressed. But it was a nice vacation. I definitely needed it. Thank you guys for understanding and let me go. One thing I'll say about this trip is that it has definitely motivated me to finish up or redo the bus so Audrey and I can go on more trips like it and just relax and have a beautiful bus that has all the luxuries that we need. The good news is that I have returned from vacation with good news. The truck is done. That's what today's video is about. The drift truck is done. At least at the current shop, it is done. It needs to go to a different shop, but the headers are done. A little over a month ago, we dropped the truck off at the shop to have custom headers made. They ran into some issues trying to fit the headers, which is why it's taken a little bit over a month. They ended up switching out the motor mounts with some Delrin motor mounts that lifted the entire motor and trans assembly a couple inches. With that, there was enough room for the headers. They then made the headers, and it's all done. It's ready to get wired up, and that is the last thing on the list. We obviously have to go pick it up and tow it home. So I guess without any further ado, let's go ahead and load up the bus with the trailer. I'm really excited to have this truck back. I'm sure you guys are too. So let's get to it. The drift truck is back with its brand new custom headers. The headers are installed so you can't really see them. There they are down there, all heat wrapped and everything. And as you can tell, they fit on this side and we were steering it. Steering shaft fit, engine fits. If you notice, the engine is up a little bit higher. You can no longer see the oil pan from down there. And the motor mounts are different, which you can't see at all. Pretty much all they had to do was lift the motor about 2 inches with some custom motor mounts. They also situated the serpentine belt. They got that working with the power steering and AC delete. Hey, bud.
What's up, everybody? Gingium here. Actually, I'm finishing my video right now.
Actually, it's 9 close to being done.
That's awesome.
It looks sick, yeah.
Very nice.
We got a couple things that we're gonna button up here at this shop, like some hoses, intake, which I actually made earlier today. I used the stock intake and just deleted the little resonator pipe. Resonator pipe, goodbye. Hey! We got some small things to button up, and then it's going to Mike's shop to get wired up. So we're gonna say goodbye to it again pretty soon, but for now it's...
Your shirt matches the color of the car.
You're a chameleon.
It's a little bit redder.
Putting that intake on. Look at that.
Heck yeah,
intake.
look at that. It's getting close.
Sexy.
It's perfect. Look, it's just gonna bolt on right like that.
Yep.
And the filter goes here.
I'm blocking the light, but hey, who cares?
Stock intake for the win, boy. The car that I might want to buy is a 3-cylinder. But it's got a turbo.
You want me to guess it?
Sure.
I'm gonna guess it's definitely a European car.
European. Wrong.
Really?
Yeah. It's Japanese, of course.
Are those cylinders or rotaries?
They're cylinders.
Okay.
If it was 3-rotor,
Yeah.
I can't afford a 3-rotor right now.
That'd be
No,
like pretty good.
definitely not.
With the turbo, bro.
It does kind of sound like it would be a 3-rotor. No, it's a 3-cylinder. It's a 0.6 liter. Yeah, it's tiny. It's like a little K car, but we're not gonna talk about it. All right, cut.
Say hi to the vlog, bro. Oh wait, it's not my camera. Caleb.
Yeah.
Can we go get food? That was creepy as hell.
I hope you got that in camera.
No.
Ooh, very nice.
All right, can I see the camera?
No, you can see it. Can you see it?
Can I have the camera?
Can you have
Can I
it?
have my camera?
The one I recommend.
Give me my camera.
Fine.
That was kind of scary.
Here we are underneath the truck. You guys can see the headers. There's one, there's two, and then we have the V-bands to the rest of the exhaust. So that's really awesome. The welds, as you can hopefully tell, are amazing. I think it's a 2-inch main tube to a 2.5-inch exhaust. I'm gonna make the rest of the exhaust after we get the engine running. I'm just kind of impatient. I want to hear this thing run, so it's gonna be so good. We do have to extend the O2 sensor wiring because normally the O2 sensors are like way up there, and now they're way down here. Originally, I thought these new headers were gonna be pretty restrictive, but they actually look pretty awesome. I don't think we'll lose any power here. We did heat wrap them, obviously, because that's the fuel line right there, and that's the headers. They're pretty much touching. Once we know that, hey! There's filming going on here, come on! Anyway, once we know that the fuel lines aren't leaking, then we will heat wrap those as well. We're also gonna have to heat wrap the clutch line because it's literally resting on the headers, kind of sketchy. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on extending the wiring for the O2 sensors. So I've gotten quite a bit done. I went ahead and extended the wiring for the O2 sensors and put those in there, plugged them in. I'm hoping the wiring won't melt. Worst case scenario, we'll get some heat wrap for the wiring, or we'll heat wrap the headers more. But I also moved the oil relocation kit, so it's not inside the engine bay, so I don't get oil all over my engine bay. It's in the wheel well now, but don't worry, it's perfectly safe there. I went ahead and disassembled the wheel adapters and then re-put them together with some thread locker, so they're on there for good. I zip tied some lines out of the way, cleaned up some things with some zip ties, especially in the rear end. I zip tied the brake lines in correct places. I removed the spare holder, which we don't need because we're not gonna have a spare. I put the intake on, but then I took it off because I realized I have to clean it, and I don't have the stuff to clean it right now. I also went to go ahead and mount the radiator hoses, but then I realized that we forgot one at the shop that worked on it, and then I also realized that we should probably clean out the radiator before we do that. So that's pretty much all I'm gonna do today. I have to go to the store to get some stuff, and it's getting late, so I don't really want to do that. Let me first just cross something off. Very exciting. Look at that thing. Oh, I miss this. I miss this thing so much. But, we can go ahead and just make sure that's all crossed out. Okay, get rid of that. Build new headers! I didn't do it, but it's done. As our list says, literally the only thing that we have to do before it runs and drives is wiring and a drive shaft. And this will both be done at Mike's shop. I know I've said this a lot, but it's so close to being done. The wait is over. The wiring should only take like a week or two if everything goes to plan, which we know how that works. In the next video, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna finish everything that I need to finish. The truck is going to Mike's shop early next week. So it should be running by the end of October, hopefully the middle of October. I know there is a drift event at the end of October. I doubt we're gonna make it to it, just because when I get it running, I wanna like kind of break it in and drive it around, make sure if anything breaks, it breaks on the street, not on the track. I don't really want to finish it and then take it straight to a drift event, because that sounds like something would definitely break. Oh well, I mean, it definitely kind of sucks, timing of things. My fault, I should have started this build earlier and did it a little bit more efficiently, but tried my best. We will definitely take it somewhere to drift this winter if we don't make it to any events before winter comes. Well, we'll figure it out. We're gonna have fun with it no matter what. Thank you to everyone who sent in their pictures of their car for Subscriber Showcase. I know I forgot a couple of times, but I'll try to get into the habit of including Subscriber Showcase in these videos. I don't really know what else to say. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like the video, dislike the video, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you next time. So peace out, guys. Goodbye.